Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Misguided Shenanigans. Of course, my name's Nick. With me, obviously, is Finney. At this point, we're 50 plus episodes in.
I mean, who else would it be?
I
Santa
think
Claus?
people know who we are. But no, I'm excited today, man. And this is just kind of a pop-up show for us, right? Like this, we try to do this every once in a while to where it's just, super exciting. And it's like, oh shit, hey, we got something to talk about. So you know what today is? Today is going to be end of summer, bro. This is it. Kids are getting ready to go back to school shopping, backpacks, buses, car rides, the whole fucking 9 yards, bro. Summer is coming to a fucking close already.
I thought you said this is going to be exciting. This is kind of depressing.
This is not depressing. This is exciting. This is exciting because you know why? Because we as parents get your kids back to school. Get the fuck out of my house. Go back to school. That's all I'm saying.
I did have the fortunate opportunity to send my kids to what's called summer school.
Oh, true.
Like in the middle. So I kind of got a little bit of a break. So I don't know.
Yeah. But no, I thought today would be a good, quick, shorty. Because I mean we're doing back to school shopping now, right? Like all the pens and the pencils and the paper and the
clothes, lunch boxes.
And just like every year, these school lists get ridiculous. They get ridiculous. And it's hundreds of dollars that you need to pay to take all your shit to school and not have any at home. Which again, now on one of my previous podcasts, I think this may have been covered on Misplaced a while back, but we have not done it on this podcast. I get why it's done because the teachers don't get paid shit. And quite frankly, the teachers take a ton of shit from parents, from students, from staff, whatever. Teachers are like, they're golden, man. They're golden. It is an absolute necessity, right? And I put them, this could be controversial, so I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm going to. I put teachers up there with our military.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have them educating our kids, then...
Correct. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. What happens?
Well, especially the good ones. I feel like good teachers are few and far between, too.
They are. I will tell you this. In Asheville, what's the stat I read the other day? 26% of the Asheville teaching staff has left teaching for good.
Pandemic. A lot of teachers that were close to retirement decided to retire or retire early at that point because
and they don't get paid shit.
Nope.
They don't get paid shit, and they have to deal with these little fucktard kids all the time and the fucktard parents. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is not going the way I anticipated this show going. But I just want to know, I appreciate the teachers. I fucking love you for what you do because I could not do it. Anyways. So
yeah, we learned that over the past 2 years that we could not do it. Like trying to teach my kids Common Core math does not happen.
Not even close.
To get us back on track,
please, God, do that.
I hate that in July, right as the 4th of July is happening, you've got stores like Target and Walmart tearing down all the summer stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's like back to school stuff. And it's like, dude, we're not ready yet. Like, stop it. Yeah. No one wants to think about that. Now we're going to think about the next 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 8 weeks or however it is about school starting back.
Well, that's the crazy part. Right now I think by the time this airs, we'll be 2 weeks away from school starting, or 3 weeks. I'm sorry, 3 weeks away, because it's a little bit later in August for us in Nashville. But dude, it's real. Like, paychecks are getting a lot smaller.
Yeah,
stuff is getting a lot higher, and
we went shopping on clearance racks. Start there, and even that was expensive.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with Kohl's, though. Like, I know you guys like to go to Kohl's. Like, for me, Kohl's is, they might have like buy one, get one half, but their half off is marked the same price as a regular price. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. But you're right, though. Target clearance isn't really super clearance. Walmart, I don't even think has clearance shit. You know what I mean? It's tough.
saw like 1 billion like clearance balloons.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing. Like people aren't buying as much, so things are going on clearance, but then they're still not as cheap as people want them to be.
Yeah. And see, we've got a great outlet mall up here with Under Armour and Nike, and there's all sorts of different shit in there that
Dude,
we'll go to.
we went to one for the kids to get their school shoes, and went to like a Vans outlet. I'm like, okay, dude, I want much cheaper.
Mm-mm.
Even the outlet malls weren't as cheap. Went to a couple of them, and it's like, and for me, I was like, well, this seems like regular price, not regular price. I just miscalculated how much things have gone up, and so it was a discount, but not the discount I was looking for.
Right. Right. Yeah. This is not the discount you're looking for. This is not
you know,
looking for a Star Wars reference. Nerd
I think
alert.
that's the hardest part, though, has been clothes shopping.
Yeah.
Because for me, we don't have to buy this whole laundry list of stuff. And we spoke about this, I think, last year during this time, where like in California, we don't have to pay for like all these random school supplies. Like we have to buy some. Um, but like instead of having school buses, because everybody lives so close to the school, like you pay for the school bus, but you don't have to pay for school supplies. Like there's different trade-offs and things.
Oh, I see.
So our biggest thing was book bags, which last year we solved that. We bought them JanSport book bags. They're still in good condition.
Yep.
Not buying these character book bags anymore. It's just a waste. They always rip, tear. They don't make it.
And
Done.
they're $40 a pop now. They used
Yeah.
to be 20. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Spent $40 to $50 on a couple
Yep.
JanSport backpacks, and like I'm done. Like the
Yep.
last several years. But then clothes, like trying to find clothes, because I don't know about your kid, but my kids, they are so skinny. What fits them in the length does not fit them in the waist, and vice versa. And yeah, they make these, slims or adjustable waists and things. It's like all the clothes that are made for their age, none of them actually fit the way they should.
Yeah. I think there's two reasons for that. Like one issue we're having, and again, this could be controversial, so don't fucking hate me for saying this, but one problem we're having is that the sizing is different because things aren't labeled boys and girls anymore. It's just kids and youth. And I think
Yeah.
that's an issue we're running into is where, my kid's 5'3", man. He's different build than a lot of other kids his age. It's not a one size fits all fucking thing. Nobody's one size fits all. And that's what everybody's trying to go to. I feel like with the closing, like Target, like we went in there and Zach looked at me and he was like, "Can we leave? Because all this stuff looks like shit." Like the boys' stuff did not look like something my son wanted to wear. You know what I mean? So, and I know that could be a little controversial, but it's the fucking truth, man. Like that's just one of the things we're dealing with. And I'd be curious to hear if other listeners kind of feel the same, or if they're dealing with the same thing with their kids. Because it's just different, man. It's different.
Yeah, and I think that's the hard part of where our culture is at, right? Like
Yeah.
you've got all these different things going around, and everybody wants to be inclusive, but you do need different sections for different types of clothes. Like you really do, especially for people with different body builds and sizes.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're right, because we ran into the same problem. And with Target, I was like, wait, is this boys or girls? I'm confused. And my wife is like, oh no, it's all together now. I'm like, oh, well then how would he find the stuff that actually fits him? And that was a challenge. It was hard because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, over here we found a couple things that fit, but then these other things don't fit. So then we had to go to this other, like, and it's just like it's all mixed in. Color wise, like, some things to me maybe looked a little girly, but other things looked a little boyish. But it's what everybody wants to wear, and that's fine and all. But like trying to be a parent, and when last year you went and you knew where to go to find your sizes, and this year it's like
Yeah.
you need a guide map, but there's no guide map, and nobody's telling you like how to find these things.
Yeah. And I have no issue with any of it, except for the fact that I cannot find my child clothes that fit.
That's right. That's right. I mean,
That's the only issue I have. I don't care if you want to identify as something else or what, I don't care. It doesn't make any difference to me. It doesn't affect my life at
Just show
all.
me how to find the clothes that fit my kid.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly
and then
right.
every brand is going through different sizing now
Yeah.
because, they don't want kids on the heavier side to feel body shame.
Right.
And so they're changing the numbers and the sizes. And so you get like one style of clothing, a small is an extra small. You get another size of clothing, and a small is a medium. And it's like, so then you have to have them try on clothes. But nobody likes to have fitting rooms anymore since the pandemic. So half your fitting rooms in every store are. So
Or
then
shut
you have
down.
to buy the clothes, then you have to take them home, then you have to try them on, then whatever doesn't fit, you got to put them in another bag, then you got to take it back, you got to fucking return it, and then get in that line, deal with that mess. Make sure you have the receipt because if you don't have the receipt, you only get store credit, and you don't want store credit, and you want what you paid for. But no, they're going to give you like the lowest price ever
Yep.
that they ever had it at, which means you lose money if you don't keep the receipt. And half your receipts are emailed because that's the way it's set up. Because I don't want paper receipts, but then it goes to your junk folder and then it takes forever to find it, or you delete it by accident.
Yep.
It's a shit
Yeah.
show.
This
It's shenanigans. It is shenanigans. I'm gonna
is
call
this episode did not go at all the way I planned.
it. No, instead of
Instead,
summer
we're
wrap up.
voicing our frustrations. Where this was meant to be, "Ah, they're going back to school, hooray!" And now it's like, God damn it, now I have to deal with all this other shit. Oh boy. But it's true. It's true. And every parent goes through it. And that's why, like, I want to see comments on YouTube. Um, maybe even Facebook, actually. Because I'm curious, like, where do you guys shop? How do you deal with all this nonsense as far as like getting the school supplies and getting the clothes and the backpacks and da 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 da? You know, I'm curious. I'm curious. I think this would be a good audience interaction episode, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree. Especially like the challenges of being a parent and like trying to number one, it's like a scavenger hunt to find all this stuff if you don't start early enough.
Oh yeah,
And like, I mean, 2 weeks in, not even 2 weeks in, a weekend as they're putting stuff out, I saw parents like hoarding stuff. Like, ooh, I need like 3 of these and 4 of those. And like,
yeah,
so like, and you know,
yeah. It's a mess. It's a mess, and I'll be curious to see what happens. I mean, I know I saw on the news the other night that they're beefing up securities at schools and everything from all the shootings that happened at the end of the school year last year. So hopefully, hopefully they can figure out something there too. I don't know. It's going to be
yeah,
crazy, man. It was a crazy year last year with all the kids going back. I think it's going to be even crazier this year with all the shenanigans going on out there.
it is. It is. But I think it was a good summer overall. I mean, I
Oh,
don't know about
yeah.
you, but hit the pool a few times,
Yep.
hit the water park a few times, hit a theme park. We had season passes, so like theme park a couple times.
Yep.
Still saw a couple movies in theaters. That's always a fun summer activity. Is it's too
Yes.
hot outside, go in a nice cool movie theater.
Yep.
So really, some really good movies out there, which were surprising. Um,
Agreed.
so
Agreed.
wasn't expecting the summer of blockbusters that we kind of had. I mean, we had Doctor Strange, we had Thor: Love
Yeah.
and Thunder, we had Minions, we had
Jurassic World.
Jurassic Park, Top Gun.
Yeah. Yeah. It was quite the wow. Now that you bring that up, it was quite the summer for movies.
It was.
Huh. Okay.
People got out and did things, like, the parks were packed, people are vacationing again.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Actually,
Waterfall
vacationing
for
with a vengeance, like, people were like, "I'm going on vacation, and I'm gonna double my vacation no matter what."
yep. Yep. Yeah, no joke, man. It was yeah, it was crazy up here. I mean, the waterfalls that we go to, a couple of them um that we go to that there's never anybody there was packed. I mean, just packed with people, and because this one has like a swimming hole too, to where the kids can use it as a water slide. Like the waterfall itself, they can use it as a water slide and they'll go down in and it spits them out at the bottom. Absolutely packed. We went there twice this year. Absolutely packed. And it's never busy because it's off a beaten path that hardly anybody knows about. But apparently people found out. So yeah, it was great. It was great to see. and I'm excited for the school year too. I think some good things are going to happen. You know, they're getting
Well,
Zach's getting into big boy grades now, man. Ain't no turning back.
well, I'll say something about like people getting back. TikTok, I think, is ruining a lot of things for us. When you talk about like your secret spots, it doesn't have a lot of people.
Yeah.
Somebody finds it, shares it on TikTok, tells people where to go, and then like everybody floods. And
Well,
then
it's
like
yeah,
even like back over the summer, Minions, people are dressing up as little minions, going into theaters, eating bananas, and then roughhousing and being rowdy and disruptive. And some of the theaters like stop showing Minions. Like I don't know, because of a TikTok trend. Really?
yeah. Just don't be a dumbass. Stop being dumbass. Stop being dumbasses.
Don't ruin things.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Don't
it.
fucking
Be
ruin it.
respectful. Don't all
Exactly.
180 billion people go to the same spot.
Yep. Yep. But still, overall, a great summer. Had some great parties, some great barbecues, and that'll continue up here for us until probably Thanksgiving when it gets too cold. But usually Thanksgiving's outside too, so a lot to look
So,
forward
guys,
to.
I got one thing. I know I
Yeah,
feel like, we'll wrap this one up pretty short, but I want to end it on a high note.
great. Let's do it.
So, what was your favorite thing that you did or happened, or your favorite thing about the summer?
Hmm. Man, my favorite thing about the summer. I mean, my favorite thing is the waterfall adventures we go on, man. Because there are so many cool things up here. We did actually go up to Johnson City, Tennessee, as well. Went and ate at Cootie Brown's, and there was one other restaurant we ate at too that was really good. So that was cool. Um, I don't know that I have a favorite, man. I just getting out up here for us is awesome. But if I had to choose something, it would be the waterfall adventures for sure.
I'm kind of torn. I've got two favorites. One was the camping trip I got to take with my family
Hmm.
because that was a lot of fun. I hadn't been camping in such a long time. But then the water park. The water park was just so much fun.
Yeah,
Seeing the kids like laugh and giggle and then kind of being a kid again myself and like
yeah,
riding something that I'm not gonna be like all whiplash from like a theme park roller coaster, you know?
yes.
I kinda enjoyed that 80s music, that nostalgia. Going back to last episode, kinda I think that kinda seals the deal for me. I think that I'm gonna go with the water park.
Wow,
That was my favorite
wow.
part.
Okay.
I get to be a kid again for once at
Yeah.
40 years old, 42 years old.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. And that's kind of what the waterfalls do for me up here. Although I say that, but it's not a nostalgia thing because we didn't do that sort of thing in Michigan. But just something I was used to see in books, right? Or like you see in the movies. And now, like, it's in my backyard, essentially. I can go an hour anywhere around me and visit, anywhere from a 15 to 250-foot waterfall. You know what I mean? It's fucking awesome, man. Fucking awesome. So we're going to continue that hopefully into fall. So I'll be posting some more pictures here pretty soon of our last adventure. And um, yeah, man, I think that's it. We're 18 minutes in. Just do a quick shorty. Get in, get out is what they say, right? Isn't that what they say?
Take the money and run?
That's it. Take the money and run. But you guys follow us social media, Misguided Shenanigans, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, website, all the YouTube, everything. Follow us, like us, subscribe. If you like us, pass us on. Pass us on to your friends. We have added Germany now to our listeners. We have actually 13% of our listeners right now are in Germany, which is great.
Ooh. I wonder if they're
Oh,
Rammstein fans.
I don't know. We are.
Yes.
Hell yeah. All
Lost.
right. Well, on that note, we're at 20. Pop up episode, Misguided Shenanigans. Peace out.
Bye.